One time for the one time. It's the family bloodline.
Yeah, it was good people. We back. It's been it's been a minute. It's been a minute, to say the least.
My bloodline hat. Tell your mama to get me my black bloodline hat.
Annie, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate. Good to be back. It's good to be back. Feels good to be back. We we ain't been on in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks?
I think that's it. That's it.
Okay.
So I know it's definitely been a minute. No ifs, ands, or buts. But we're here. We made it back, and I think it was necessary to take a pause in place for a little bit. Uh, so we can fill the people in on what's been going on. Y'all still voting for Trump? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So we've been out for a minute. My mother passed on April 23rd, and it kind of caught all of us by surprise. So we we had to go and start trying to pick up the pieces again, and uh celebration of life, all that good stuff. And then I ended up going to Japan for 10 days, hanging out with my sister. Shout out to me. Had a to say that I had a good time is an understatement.
Okay.
It's an understatement. I Japan is absolutely spectacular. It's
I know you've been
absolutely
to other
spectacular.
countries and stuff. Yeah, I know you've been to other countries. That's what I've been asked. It was just, what was it like? Just an experience, or it was just different, just to say the least.
So yeah, and I'll elaborate on it a little bit more once we get to that part.
Mhm.
But the experience in Japan was I'll sum it up by saying this: it's on my list of places to move once I leave the U.S.
Okay.
Once we leave the U.S. Hey, yeah,
Well,
yeah, because she coming with me. So, but yeah, like Japan again. I'll get more in depth when we get to that segment, but it's a must. It's a must do. It's a must see. It's a must visit. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. If you have the ability to take that trip, take that trip.
gotcha.
Yeah, I did a couple of lives while I was over there, um, just to show the difference of food, quality of life, and how people are living over there, man. And yeah, we'll get there though. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I got back and like I had a horrible experience with American Airlines coming back. I was supposed to get home on the 25th at 5:50, so it would have put me at the house about 6:45. So I didn't get back to the house until 3:30. Uh Yeah, because I had to do the 25th twice, and until 3:30 the morning of the 25th, and I was supposed to be back Friday. My bad. I was supposed to be back Friday at 5:51. That's when
Okay.
my plane was supposed to land. I didn't make it to the house until the morning of the 25th. I left on the 24th. I didn't make it back to the house until three something on the 25th uh, because of American Airlines. So, I filed my claim and I'm waiting to see what they do and say. They don't like putting you through to a human. So that's a whole man. It was horrible. It was horrible. So I'll just say that. It was horrible.
We leave Monday. I hope I don't have no problems.
Where y'all
Traveling
here?
away. Orlando, going to Universal Studios.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Gonna take the fam out there one time. Summer just started for them. They just got out Wednesday, so Thursday, and then turn up one time.
For sure. How long y'all gonna be down there?
We come back Saturday.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good experience.
Yeah.
That's a real good experience. I am not a Disney fan, but to see the
No, we
face.
got this Universal. Yeah, so with all like yeah, with all the action heroes, superheroes, the wife want to see Harry Potter. We got a Minion over there. We got a King Kong. With Jurassic Park thing. So
Mhm,
everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So,
And that's gonna be dope. I don't think I've ever been to Universal Studios.
be a first for all of us. So
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know how that go down. Let me know how it is, because I'd like to try and get there.
okay.
So but I picked my babies up. So, we still moving in motion.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, we still doing it. We're still doing it. So, they done kept me a little bit busy. One of my daughters, and I can't figure out why for the life of me. She fell asleep sitting directly in the sun and was out. She was gone. She
Hey,
moved
when
her.
that body tired, and it's growing still.
Yeah. She got her little chair and moved it over into the sun and had her little phone. And it was time for us to go in and eat. So I'm calling everybody, and she over on a straight slump.
What y'all playing? I think y'all were out playing.
Say that again.
I say y'all was out playing. I say what y'all playing?
Yeah. So we planned it on the 26th, right before we got hit with with a barrage of storms. She was recharging Superman style. That's an acceptable answer. Uh so we planted a couple. Everybody got their own plant. Alanya got what'd you get, love bugs? Yeah, lemon balm. You can put that in teas and all the other stuff. Use it for medicinal purposes. Bubby got cilantro. Shoot, I can't remember what Gabby and Sari got. I cannot remember. But fortunately, we put the tag names down in the soil, so we won't forget exactly what it is we planted. So we good. What'd you say, Sari? Yeah, Sari got sweet banana pepper. Oh, and Gabby got jalapeno.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we got them in the dirt, and they've been pretty faithful with watering stuff and watching it grow. I just got to get out there and weed the garden, because I got weeds growing in there. I got to get rid of.
My wife don't kill my flowers.
Oh
She works
no.
from home and won't even plant them. You know what I mean? Won't even water them. I got the
Oh,
sprinkler just sitting there right in the middle of just turn the sprinkler on. When you let the dog out, just turn it and no. What up, cuzzo?
she
Will
ain't
not
got.
help me out, bro. She been working against me with my plans.
What all y'all got planted?
Uh, um, Cali lilies. Some, I don't
Say that
know,
one more time for me.
Calla lilies,
Okay. All right.
and
Yeah.
I don't know what the other ones are. And we got like two bushes per bed, you know. So everything just burning up out there. Can you hear me
And
good?
the weather
I
been
don't
like
know.
that. Yeah.
We've been
The
getting
weather been
plenty of
like that.
rain, but then we've been getting plenty of rain, but it'll rain and then it's 80 degrees, you know. So
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Oh, thank you for telling me and reminding me, Gabba. She got mammoth jalapenos. That's what she got.
there we
She's
go.
got mammoth jalapenos. Yeah. So we got them in the dirt and we waiting.
Egg vote for Trump too. We got two
Ah,
Trump here.
well, since we there, let's uh let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Donald J. Trump was recently convicted, 34 different counts. A damn lie.
My bad,
34
cuz.
different uh all guilty for everything that he was in court for. All guilty. My man, he owned it. I know better, but my goodness, he didn't hit us. He didn't hit us with the Trump 2024. Man. Um, but 34 counts, and he is a felon. He's a felon. So it's an unprecedented move. It's a first in American history that we've had a president be convicted of such things. And what blows my mind is that he's still out on the trail, right? He's still campaigning, and
Yeah.
there yeah, they are. There are a lot of Americans who feel as though they continue to say that they will still vote for him, and I'm trying to I, I'm trying to figure this thing out. Real question is, let me put this up real quick. The real question: how can a president be a convicted felon, but you can't buy guns as a felon? Hey, valid,
Right.
valid. That's a. Not only can you not buy guns, but you can't even you can't vote. So he can't even vote
In
for
some
himself.
places. In some places. Because some states felon can vote.
Mm, that's right.
I
You're
think
right.
it's
Because they,
I think it's based off the crime or whatever, but certain felons can vote.
yeah, nonviolent felons. So
Yeah.
they they pushed out a list of places where he can vote, but he doesn't live in any of those states. I just can't. He can vote for himself in NY. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, we have to see that. Because they wanted to force his state on crime, you know. That's the reason he got convicted because of the falsification and all that you know what I'm saying, in the business workplace. So that's New York caught him up first. So
Yep. Okay. Give me 1 second.
you think.
Calm it down.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I want to see him turn his guns in because I know he own guns. Like you say, felons gang. I know he around some more other felons because you know he's a thug like that.
Right.
So
Corporate thug.
right, you know. So I know he around other felons. So there's a lot of stipulations that's gonna. I mean, not stipulations, but laws that I want to see how they gonna handle him moving forward. You know, especially like what we
Right.
said with the gun laws and hanging around other felons and what up,
Yo, yo.
Well,
Hey, you know what, man? I'm glad y'all touched on this. I've been waiting. Listen to this. Like, so people thought if he became president that he can pardon himself, but actually he even can't even pardon himself.
is that right?
Yeah, he can't do it. But
Yeah,
another thing is in New York, they don't. In New York, they was going to drill his ass anyway. That's why they didn't have it in Texas. And you do realize that his his trial date, his next date, is 3 days before the Republican Party.
Mm.
We call it where they go and nominate their nominee.
Yeah, that hey, it might be a
We,
good
His
PR
his
stunt, you
sentencing.
know.
no, that's exactly what it is.
How you think
That's
his
this.
conversation
I
gonna
froze up
be
a little bit. Run that
at
back for me.
the
Oh, I was saying
presidential
that. I was saying that Trump's trial is 3 days before the Republican. What do you call that? When they
Sentencing
nominate
is
party member?
uh-huh.
yeah. Before they
And my
announce the
thing
nom-
is, yeah, I mean, my thing is, if you're a felon, you can't be around guns. But I know damn well Secret Service carry guns.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's true. So one of the things that I got caught up in earlier was and I don't know why people do this, but it was clearly a white guy who was trying to correlate Trump with the treatment of black people in America. And he was like, well, black people, he tried to assuage the situation. He was just like he was like well, black people have been treated bad for years, and Trump's just being treated like a black person, and blah blah blah. And I was like, wait a minute,
Oh
hold on,
wow.
Playboy. So what you're saying is, that black people have been poorly treated in America.
First off,
You weren't willing to do anything about it when it was just us. Now it's somebody that you believe in, and now all of a sudden,
a
we
felon ain't
can't
a
just
felon.
we just can't treat right. A felon ain't
Man,
a
I'm
felon.
I'm gonna tell you something else I didn't know. As far as the media, if you watched when it happened, a lot of people didn't know this. Fox is straight Republican, CNN is Democrat.
Been like that, yeah. Been like
Yeah,
that
so
for
that was going on, huh?
You ain't know that?
yeah. That ain't
I
been
didn't, I didn't
yeah.
know the
That,
media sway like it did. I'm talking about CNN straight up verbally murdered his ass, but Fox, you'd have thought he was the third coming of Christ.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
It's those
Well, Flo,
the what's going on, Flo? The propaganda tools, and that's all they are. And they play to an audience. They're not going to report a full truth. They're going to report what sounds good to the people that are purchasing their product from that outlet. That's what that is.
Exactly, because the media, because the news negative brings ratings.
Ooh,
I was telling a girl
I-
this. I said, I was telling a girl this earlier today. I said, think about this. The news is on 30 minutes a day. 20 minutes of it is negative, 5 minutes is sports, and the other five is weather. And where the lie at?
so let me get back to this. Like his falsification in New York, that one crime alone, that one conviction alone holds up to like 4 years in jail.
yeah,
Each
each count.
conviction.
Right. So that's what
Man,
I'm
man,
trying to
Trump
see.
ass finna get like 36 months in jail, suspended, and 15 years of probation, and be the president.
That'd be crazy. What you got,
Like
Flo?
that's what's about to happen though.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yep.
we got you.
Uh, Now, no, I'm just listening. I'm catching in on it. I don't talk much about politics, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all.
I'm trying to figure out how the American people can put so much faith and hope in a criminal that they will elect him, or even to be a nominee, even to serve or hold a public seat. That's what I don't
The,
get. I don't understand that point.
Hey,
the
can I ask you a
representation.
question though?
Yeah.
All three of you guys,
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
and this is gonna be for real, and this is why I don't even talk politics. The fuck do any of them do for anybody? What the fuck do any of them do for your color people? I really don't even see what's the issue of you fighting or even worrying about something that. I mean, hell, you really think about it, black folks as a whole, we are on the back burner. I just lost a friend today. because of this shit like this or whatever. So I don't talk politics at all because black people, yeah, we regardless if you vote Democratic, Republican, what's wrong is wrong and what's right was right, regardless of the fact you pick the lesser of the two evils. Both the evils, both parties don't give a damn about your people. So I don't even see why the hell we're even talking about it. So
I
that's
mean,
why
it's
I
true.
don't get into it.
It's true. All we do is vote for the person that tell the best lie.
That's why I say I don't even see the
Right.
purpose of us constantly. We basically like when they talk about people marching and doing this, then we've been chasing our tail in a circle for the past umpteen hundred years.
All right.
I don't see I do not see why you.
See, like when I like I vote.
I'm gonna leave it
You know.
alone.
Oh, no, you
No,
good.
not at
You
all.
you raised you raised a great topic because I had this conversation with like my little brother and like his crew and stuff. Like I be like, man, I show up with my little voting stick on, proud, loud and proud. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I did that. They say, man, they say the same thing Flo just said. I say, but I still voice my opinion. I'm like, it ain't just on this presidential level. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't go down and vote on like the shit that's in y'all communities. You know what I'm saying? That's why like it happens on the state level. It always happens on that small little local level. You know what I'm
So let
saying?
me ask you this: you don't think that the local people in Chicago, the local people in New York, went and voted on those things, and those mayors and everybody else still did the same damn thing and let blah
No,
blah blah?
I think they vote, but I think we didn't go vote.
I feel
Hey,
you, but
So
You
either way
understand what
it
I'm
goes,
saying?
our shit get put on the back burner every single time. So what point does it make?
because
What
nobody.
difference does it make?
But that's what I'm
so
saying.
the
We haven't really made a valid point to really stress our point. You know what I'm saying? Like we know all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? To go, but like I say, you can go down there and do better for your school systems. You know what I'm saying? You can vote on that shit. People don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? That prop S, prop R. You know what I'm saying? They be like, what the hell is that? Don't nobody
Man, I
read the
promise
fine print
you,
on what
people don't.
that money actually does.
We don't get out and vote enough, bro. I'm telling you. Even though we think it doesn't matter, at least if you
It
do
don't.
it, you know you did
It
your
does
part.
matter. I'm one
I
of them
think you
people.
do your
so
part. I think you do your part when you leave this country and you go make a better place for yourself. That's when I think you've done your part.
Okay. Yes, sir.
hold that point, Flo.
Yes,
We gonna
sir.
get
All
there.
right.
We definitely because I'm a blow a lot of y'all's minds with this list that I got. But the point of politics actually moving and making a difference. I understand what you're saying at the federal level because the federal level, it's not really going to trickle down fast enough to actually impact us. If you don't work for the federal government and you ain't getting put on furlough, you ain't really going to get hit, right? You're not going to get stuck. You're not going to feel a lot of the different movements of the federal government. I agree at the point of the local level is where we actually have to insert ourselves, not just that, but actually garner, hold on to it. And we're not going to do it because we've shown that we're not capable of doing it, unfortunately. Our resources is what gets is our power. We are like the seventh biggest consumer in the world, our community, and we have none of that. Man, is use a K-pop shirt? God.
I'm finna smoke
Anyway,
some weed with it too, praise God. I'm getting high just like airborne, praise God. So we gonna be all right.
but we give our power away on a daily basis. We give it
Yes.
away freely and frivolously for no actual reason outside of us buying into a bunch of the bullshit that's sold to us. And once we've given our power away, once we remove the resources from us, like we've got to get away from being so dependent on the federal government. We've got to get away
True.
from being on the state as well. We've got to get away from that and resolve it to actually move in a manner to control things. If you look at every other culture in America that is hyphenated, they control their dollar, they control their resources strategically. And if they put somebody in place that's not doing what they want, them being the constituents, they remove their resources and find somebody else. We simply believe why and give everybody our resources.
Yep.
That's what happens with us. So I don't. I don't 100% disagree with you, um, because both of the parties, neither one of the parties have a monopoly over racism or have a monopoly over committing injustices to the community at all. They are both culprits and should be held responsible for the things that they've done. They've hoarded out our community.
Dude, go on somewhere. I'm sorry.
Responsible for that. No, you good. You good, fam. They need to be held responsible for that. But we don't we so caught up in passion that we're not thinking strategically. We're thinking tactically. So we can never win the war. And that's the issue.
So
You know,
that's what I say. This gonna be my biggest fight with America. With dude having all these convictions and he able to just move through this motherfucker like he want to move, bro. He able to
cause
move this motherfucker and they ain't even talk to, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker just freely, willy nilly out here.
I mean, the, like I said, you pick the lesser of the two evils. One side looks like it's like I said, and I mean, this is just from my point of view. One side is pushing same sex everything to do one damn thing, like that's the main agenda for every damn thing. And then the other side is both sides portray like they like black people, but we know it's a damn lie.
They
They
need
they,
that
they
support.
tolerate us,
Yeah, they need
you
our
know.
support. We need our support.
And but they do need our support. They need, I mean, hell, with the borders flooding, and I wasn't ever even big on the border stuff, but at the same time, it made me realize, damn, you are about to eliminate the middle class. It's gonna be damn near
oh, the
just
middle
two
class,
classes. You don't think it's gonna eliminate the middle class?
It's been gone, I
flow,
think. I think the middle class been gone.
Well, that's what I'm saying per se. So that's why I say, like, I really can't. That's why I say I don't agree on us as the so-called minorities in this country here, even too much really caring. These people don't care about us, i.e., bro, how you give all these undocumented people these hundreds and thousands of dollars a month,
Bill.
regardless of and our broke ass women and children out here with who father can help but can't help because of this, and then a woman got to go through, like, it's so much stuff that our stuff get put on the back burner. And I mean, hell, once G take off the uniform and can actually speak the way he speak, he'll probably, get out there. But I see a lot of stuff that I didn't see when I wore the uniform. I can't handle this world. I can't handle this country. And I was happy G Money went out of town and did the Japan thing because the West is usually where you only see racism, man, bro. A lot of other places don't look at color like that, bro.
Yeah,
man.
correct.
I keep trying to tell people, excuse my language, I'm gonna say dumb niggas. The other America and the West are the only people that look at color, bro.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
wife is one
Not saying it doesn't exist
she like,
anywhere else in the world, but when I say dominantly, the West is it, bro. The West is where this hell. It's to the point where you have women thinking they're equal to men. That's a whole nother freaking topic. The equal right woman is blah blah blah. But yeah, I believe on a certain level that they are. But in the end, if you don't have me to provide and protect for you, fuck to provide, protect you. What does any of that other stuff that she can bring up? What does that equal out to? America is a fucked up country, bro. I can't fuck with nobody saying we going our asshole backwards.
yeah. So when I was in Japan, I spoke with a lot of expats, right? Black people, and the one thing that everybody had in common, like I spoke with a lot, like damn near everybody I came in contact with, and I asked a lot of people the same question. And the question that I asked all of us in Japan was, "What do you like most about Japan?" And everybody had the exact same answer. That was not rehearsed because I wasn't doing this in front of the other person. And they said, "I feel safe. I feel safe." And then unless you actually experience that, you won't understand what it means because I felt safe in Japan. I'm a foreigner. Gaijin, I'm a foreigner in Japan and I felt safe. I
Okay.
felt safe. It's crazy. Like I didn't. They would look at me right when I'm walking down their streets, but they looking at me because I'm a foreigner. They're not looking at me because I'm a black man.
They look
Right?
at
They're
you as a
not
big
making.
nigga. That's why they was looking at But no, I get what you're saying, Scott. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Zilla. But but they weren't looking at me in malice just because I was born with this skin. None of that happened. First time in my
Mm-hmm.
life I experienced that. First time, and I gotta get back to something like that.
Go to Jamaica. Go to Dominican Republic. Hell, go to Cuba. Go to Colombia.
Yes.
You notice I didn't say Puerto Rico. I did not say Puerto Rico. I said every place. Don't get me wrong. I love my boy. I love it, but hell, the Rican we had on here, he said it on the last one how the light skin ones treat the dark ones on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They're serious, bro. Only on U.S.
Yeah,
territory, bro. This is anything that the U.S. is a part of, bro. It ain't meant for niggas to have nothing. It ain't meant for us
so
to have nothing.
What y'all think about
yeah.
Europe?
That's the West.
I've not been to. Yeah, it's part of the West though. It,
I mean, shit.
West.
I mean,
Yes. Yes. Part of
it's
the
the
West,
West.
bro.
well, I mean, so no.
Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, 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 bro. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Europe is a part of the West.
Mm, I'm just saying,
What I
like,
can. Oh, Manny talking about you now. Hello. Manny said that only happens to the ones in the military because they intend to change the culture.
Oh
And
wow, well
I
that's why. Because when I was there, I bullshit you not. This dude named Sergeant Major Harvey Diaz. He's a sorry ass fucking Sergeant Major. I never forget him. He asked me on the island when I first got there. He said, "LaFleur, are you gonna be like the rest of the American blacks? Are you just gonna come here and be lazy and fuck our women?" I said, "I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna fuck every last one of your women I possibly can." And I tried my best to while I was there.
mm,
And that's why like his name is Sergeant Major Harvey Diaz. You can look him up. He retired now, or they forced him to retire because he was a bacalao, as the Puerto Ricans say. And my buddy was he'll know what a bacalao is. It's basically a nigga that wear a tampon. He one of them damn people. Yeah.
yeah, a bitch.
Yeah.
But
And once again, Harvey Diaz, you can look him up, Square. He's retired, but you can look him up. He's a sorry blue-eyed, want to be white Puerto Rican.
yeah, he
I can
pretty
say
damn
that
tough.
shit now. I'm retired.
Look, I want to look. I got an outstanding team that I work with, and I'm in a position now to where if I go to another unit at this point, it's all going backwards, and I can't take that in my life right now. My team right now, right? I left. Where I left, I had a solid crew, a solid group of people, like Manny being one of them. And then I got here, and like my team, we locked in as an instructor. We locked in. We are tight. As a matter of fact, we so tight that one of my teammates came to my mom's funeral. Didn't even know that he was going to make it. It's a 4-hour drive, and he left that morning to come to support me and the family at the funeral as long as he could, and then he had to drive back another 4-hour road trip. He did a turn and burn. Right, we tight, and so if I go to another unit, I'll never have this experience again, and I can't work backwards. The way that I'm feeling right now, uh, the turmoil that I've got, I can't go back to that to anything less than what I'm experiencing right now because it's going to be a problem. So the first, so I got to get out. That's the first thing. I've got to finish this out. But going back to what we were saying, and since we had almost 35 minutes, we can push forward to the next topic, which is America the best place to be? Is America the best place to be? Is it the best place to live?
I think we the land of the free for the foreigners.
That's the question. And if you say yes, back it up. If you say no,
Back it up. Hmm.
Okay.
I I said nah, just because
All
of that.
right.
Like I say, they got more of a representation for the foreigners in this country than they do us. As far as like grants, loans, schooling, you name it. You can come over here. Don't even have to have a visa. Don't even have to have nothing. I go to another country. I gotta have my paperwork together. You see what I'm saying? To be not even a citizen, I just gotta have my paperwork together. You know what I'm saying? So we get people that come over here and they get grants, loans, and they ship all that money back home. You know what I'm saying? None of that stay here because they ain't worried about they welfare or the way they live over here because the government got them. But we talk about, like Flo was saying, we talk about our the welfare. We talk about our welfare mothers and kids, you know what I'm saying? But that's the same system that the some of these foreigners coming over here living off of. But it's much more of a grander scale for them than it is for us, you know. So I've been looking, like you say, no, I don't think it ain't the land of the free for those that live here. It's a lot of opportunity. So I think people misconstrue opportunity and entrepreneurship with being that land of the free. You know what I'm saying? But Uncle Sam always got his hand in your pocket.
Mm.
I own cars. I still pay personal property tax on. You know why? Uncle Sam.
So just on that note, so I just put my house on the market today. I'm moving to the Dominican Republic, or as you were, I'm getting stationed in Puerto Rico with FEMA. Uh, in
Okay.
30 days after I have my bicep surgery, I'll be in Puerto Rico. But I'm actually gonna wait for this house to sell first. But uh, the the property tax thing. My mom and dad's house is paid off. It's probably been paid off for a little over 2 years. Property taxes went from like, since they're senior citizens, from $300 a month. And I think I told you guys this on the other podcast when I said it don't even make sense to even buy property here. Now that property tax is almost a full $500 change within the last year and a half, bro. And the house is paid off. And it's in
Really?
Evansville, Indiana. Like, this is a greedy ass country, bro. It's greedy.
Wow.
The rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. Now listen to me on this. I can afford everything here, but guess what? I thought about it. By the time the taxes finally catch up, even if property taxes are taken off, you still got all these other taxes and all the other taxes that they make up each year, whatever. In a matter of 5 years, I won't be able to afford where the hell I live at. Think about it. I've
No,
been
you won't.
trying to living off a fixed income, trying to afford this. They live the so-called American way. When I've lived in Puerto Rico off $1,200 a damn month and lived like a king. Stayed in Dominican Republic for $25 a day in a hotel, or $200 a month for a damn, or as you heard, $400 a month for an apartment 2 blocks off the beach. It makes no sense for anybody who, I always said this, like I said before on the last podcast, or not the last podcast, the last one that I was on with you all. It's not you know better, you do better. You know better, you take action, then you begin to freaking do better. You can
I
know
like that.
it only costs this much over there until you
Yeah.
take your black day double S over there and start living amongst the people. And what I really, really, really hate to hear us as black folks say, oh, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to survive? It's a language barrier. When you go in court system, ain't it a language barrier there? Because I don't understand every damn thing them white folks be saying up there if you don't know law. When they want to
It's
twist some damn
legalese.
words around, anytime they want to use some trickery, they switch up things. And I don't mean just to say white people, but the people that are in power. So I'm unapologetic about that.
Yeah.
There's more white people in power than there is black people in power. And usually the black people that got the power are usually the puppets. 9 times out of 10. Or they're gonna be snuffed out before they become a real leader. That's the American history. For my last
Well,
45 years on earth.
they descend the Scots of other world, right? The brother out of South Carolina was supposed to be Trump's VP, right? Just getting he's a face to be ran over. So
Yeah, like
I went to Japan and I did a live about this, right? I did a live about a couple of things. First off, let's explore what America, the product of America is. America has two products. The first thing, well, actually, it's the second thing. The second thing that America had, and I work backwards. The second thing that America has, which is a product that can be sold, it has been sold and has branched out into multiple different genres, is the blues. That's an American thing. It's our thing. We made that. We made that genre, and from that we got rock, we got rap, we got uh, uh, jazz, we got country, we got neo soul, we got R&B, we got everything in between, right? Rock music, all of that. That's where that came from. But America's biggest product, America's biggest GDP, especially when it's selling it to its own people, is hatred. That is, we didn't invent it, but we figured out, America figured out how to capitalize on hatred like no other country in the world. Like no other country, right? Regardless of whether or not I can agree with the different wars that are happening around the world, what I can say is America is capitalizing off of selling weapons in
Mhm.
every situation, right? America will be wherever hate is being sold because that is our brand. That is our brand. Make no mistake about it. So when I was in Japan, one of the biggest things I noticed was the quality of food. The Japanese government is making sure they keep their citizens healthy. They do not and will not allow a corporation to come and sell food, crap food in their country. When I tell you I ate some of the best food in my life at a regular restaurant, that's literally
Okay.
what I mean. Literally. Like even the McDonald's over there was absolutely spectacular.
Hey,
No
can I
preservatives.
chime
They don't
in?
believe.
You money?
Go ahead, Square. You got it.
Hey, so I'm glad you brought up the food topic. So that was another big thing. So of course I went to Cancun for my 45th. I had a great time. I like titties, but I wasn't expecting to see all the titties that I did see. I saw so many back titties that it did not make a sense. Did not make no sense. I seen back titties on women and back titties and rubber tires on men. And I literally sat back and I said,
I wasn't expecting that, bro.
each last one of these people, you
Mm,
could literally tell who were the Americans there, bro. And it was
yeah.
disgusting. Like don't get me wrong, I'm not fat. Fuck it, I am fat shaming. Yes, I am. I'm going to fat shame because people don't obviously, you don't know that the way you look actually tells what your insides are starting to look like. A lot of people don't realize that. When I say the way you
Mm,
look, you can't have your titties in the front can't be smaller than the ones in the back, bro. Obviously, shit is getting reversed on the end. I'm not BSing with you. You know, a lot of people don't understand, and I'm just saying on the food topic, so we can get back on it onto your subject. But just on the food topic, bro, these people, men and women, were well younger than me, bro. And I'm not talking about me in no bodybuilding phase. I look like regular flow right now. I haven't lifted weight since November. Since November. When I tell you the obesity, and then I just happened to look it up. It says 77% of America is obese.
Yes.
People don't know that heavy weight, they may say
oh my
it's fat
gosh.
center, but they need to bring it back because they don't know their health is deteriorating. And I didn't had a lot of family members and some good friends literally just passed because of their health, bro. Because of their weight. Because of their weight. They don't all that pressure is it's coming down on your heart. Gravity is something different. But
That
just
is.
wanted to say the quality of food in other places, DR, Jamaica, they don't even allow the products that the US puts into our stuff. They would never allow that over there. Like when you go over there, the food tastes so much different. So and guess what? You can boo boo right after you finish eating
Yeah.
because guess what? It's natural. You ain't all clogged up and stuff. Praise God.
Right.
I didn't have to use a baby wipe and it was a clean. You know what I'm saying? It was good. But
Yeah.
that's what you said, G Money.
Yeah. Hey, not just the food, but the YouTube, like certain cultures cut that out in their countries. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only do like YouTube and TikTok and all that for a certain amount of time. And then it's time out for that. Some countries don't even let you do it. Just because it's junk and it's fueling, like y'all saying, it's just fueling the wrong energy in they society. So okay.
Look, the railroad system in Japan is so efficient, it's ridiculous. My niece, I walked to the to the train station with my niece, so that she could go to school, and I was impressed because first off, you can tell the genuineness and how much the government cares about its citizens by the way it takes care of its weakest people, right? The elderly and children. There were kids as young as my son by themselves or in groups of two or three taking the train to school, to grade school. There were people when they saw an elderly person about to get on the train, there was nobody looking left, nobody looking right. There was no debate about who was going to get up. Somebody automatically hopped up and gave that elderly person their seat, right? That's something that you're not going to see here anymore. We have gone so far down a trail that it's ridiculous. And I saw this stuff. Went to Jamaica and I had the food in Jamaica. I was taken back by how good the food was. Japan, I was taken back by how good the food was. And so I figured, like, I know for sure that they're doing these things on purpose in this country to kill us, because that all we are is profit after we're dead, after our death. That's it. That's all we are. It's a piece of profit. That's it. No left or right parameters.
Thank you for saying that, Glass. That's what I get when I was like, it did not make no sense. Like the food, the way we cooked, regardless of race, color, creed, blah 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 in America, the way we cook hasn't changed because generation passes things on down to generations. It's what the hell they're putting into the food is what has changed.
Yeah. All these preservatives and monoglycerides and saturated fats and these quick. I'm going to put something in your face to keep
There's
you.
some
It's,
pizza
it's
in there if
we
you
we
want
can't
some.
do this.
There's some pizza in there.
Do this, people.
We come
We
from
got to
a
live better.
family of
That's the
diabetics, bro. We come
say
from a
again,
family of diabetics.
Cuzzo.
I say we come from a family of diabetics. Can you hear me?
We do, but the reason why is we it's not. I don't have diabetes. Your camera froze up though, cuz. But I don't have diabetes, and I
No. I'm
probably
just
won't
saying
get
the
diabetes
elderly. I'm
either,
just talking about that. Yeah.
because I understand what. Yeah,
Am
you
I
you
frozen?
you blanked out now, cuz.
Am I blank? Okay.
Yeah, you froze up.
All right.
Yeah, you might have to drop and come back real quick.
Hey
But
man,
we
get
gonna
that,
we
get
gonna
rid of that,
hang on to
get
that
rid of
point
that,
for you.
get rid of that boost mobile internet, nigga.
That the ability to properly feed your family is ridiculous. Even homelessness in Japan. I did not see much homelessness in Japan. I'm not saying that it's not there, but the amount is so far less than what it is in the United States. And what makes it so interesting is Tokyo is the biggest city in the world,
Okay,
bolstering roughly
I
60
didn't know it
million.
was the biggest city in the world. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I learned over there too, bolstering about 60 million people. The police officers in Japan, the ones that I saw, the ones that I encountered, not a single one of them carried a pistol. Not one.
Mm, mm,
Not.
mm.
And if your law enforcement can live and move like that, that says a lot about your society. And then
Yep,
compare that to where we
yep.
got SWAT teams that have an armada that can rival the military. That's ridiculousness. But everybody wants their guns. Everybody wants their guns, right?
Hey,
So
I
I,
think that Go ahead, Square.
Go
Your
ahead, Joe.
show. It's your show. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you, and then I come back in.
You got it. I'm gonna ask you a question in a second.
I was going to say, like, I believe in everybody keeping their guns here in America. This is the only reason. The ones that legally keep them and the ones that have them for actual protection. Not out here
Sure.
doing XYZ. The reason I say this, the more and more rougher times get, the more and more worse it's going to get with, i.e., if things just turn left and gas goes up to $5 a gallon, this goes up to this, the food goes up to this. When people can't afford no more, you know what they do next? They're going to start stealing. After they can't get out the
Yeah.
stores to steal no more, you know they're going to go to the neighbor's house. We've been deployed in places and we've seen this before. We've seen how these
True.
things happen. Just like I also
Yep.
think that the blue hat top, ain't nobody stupid. Hell, I work for a three-letter agency still, and I know other people that still work for very higher, much higher level three-letter agencies. Bro, those people that came in at the border ain't just regular immigrants, 17 and 25 years old.
Right. Right.
Nobody's stupid on that.
I wish it would be said that there's a bigger amount of illegal immigrants that are in the United States because of expired work visas than what there are people trying to cross the border. Like everybody seems to think that we only have one border in the United States of America, and we don't, right? And we have
They
people
think
who
it's
have been here
always
for decades,
Texas. They think it's just
right?
Texas.
And so we've got to do better with it. Well, you know what? I'm not going to be here for forever in America. I've resolved it not to be. After experience in Japan, again, being in Jamaica, I know for sure that there's a better quality of life. There's a better way to live where I don't have to wake up and feel afraid of my life or having an interaction with law enforcement or having to worry about being
Like the airman that got gunned down in his house. That brought damn tears in my eyes every damn time I hear about that, bro. It brings tears to my eyes, bro.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And that look, that was I'm
So
not gonna
upset
lie
with
to
that.
you. That was the breaking straw for me when I said, you know what, to hell with this place. It's not going to stop. These folks ain't gonna stop
Nope.
this. And guess what? When you finally get ready to retire, you're gonna get out of here as fast as you possibly can. Because like I said, I don't look like I served one day in the service. I don't until you hear me talk. But a scared police officer, you a scared white police officer, a scared other color than white that think they white, get scared of us very fucking fast.
In a blink
And I
of an
would
eye.
rather live in a country where the police look like me, or I know for a damn fact they not scared of me.
Right. I got to speak in I don't speak Japanese for real. So I was trying to kind of fake the funk. Plus, if they see you trying to actually speak the language, they will engage with you. They'll try and they're happy that you're trying.
That's
And
every
so
culture. That's every
I'm
culture,
walking
man.
by, not Cabiny and Cabiny and Goodfella. So I'll tell that story real quick, right? During my mom's funeral, we got an Airbnb, and what they called the Central West End. It was not the Central West End of St. Louis. And we was in the hood, and we had the funeral, we had the repast, and I was driving back. My lady and we driving back over to the Airbnb. It's our people hanging out in the street, semi-automatic weapons, pistols, drinking. This car done stopped in front of me, and I'm at a tactical disadvantage because I ain't got my thing on me. But young lady couldn't been no older than 14 or 15. She just twerking on the side of a vehicle at night in the street for no apparent reason, holding up traffic, so on and so forth, just acting an act, making us look like what they are trying to portray us to be, the epitome of that. She was doing that. And my lady looking at me, making sure I don't hop out the vehicle and say something to these folks. Again, I ain't got my thumb on me. I had a tactical disadvantage. So
Mm-hmm.
we get through that, right? They finally pull off. We get to the Airbnb, and my ex brother in law, he calls me. He like, hey, come pick me up. He's got panic in his voice. They over here shooting. They over here shooting at the wing stop. So he held up. He held up in a Planet Fitness because he just went over there to work out. Now he from the Bay. He from the Bay
Mm,
Area.
mm.
Held up in a fitness trying to go work out, but he can't get out. And he's a Navy vet, but he can't get out because somebody's shooting. And then somebody got shot. Not only did somebody get shot, but they also like one of the dudes in Planet Fitness knew one of the guys that was doing the shooting and hit him in the Planet Fitness, hit him from the cop. So he putting everybody's life in danger. So I picks him up, but and that happened. I don't want to live like this no more.
Who wants to, bro? Who wants to? You know, what's reported and what you see is, and you said Central or wherever it was, and you are St. Louis. You said it was the hood, but just like our people do those things in our hood, the white folks do the same things in theirs. They do the same things in theirs. Trust me. But
I,
it's a disgrace for us because it's a disgrace because we know we're better. We know we come from better. But here's once again where our great government interceded or intervened when you couldn't discipline your children no more.
I don't know what's
yeah.
going on with
Because
us.
you can talk a kid, but some kids need that ass popped. I was one of them kids that need that ass popped. I'm still a grown man and need to
Some
bump my head sometime. You feel me?
some of them need it. Some of them need it. That's for sure. But so experiencing that here at home and then going to Japan where my niece can take the train by herself to school and not just take the train to school, but she's got some distance to walk and she's safe. Little
Because
kids
the
are
village is
safe.
looking after her. Because the village is looking after her. That's why. The village looks after all
Ab-
the elderly,
absolutely.
all the women, and all the children, and all the places except for these ragged ass United States of America.
It's ridiculous. I can't stand it. I got to be out of this place. I got to be out of this place. So here's a question. Oh my bad, Dirk. What was you saying before you had to hop off?
I don't even know, bro. It's going down outside. That's
You
all I know.
thunder?
Yeah, it's thunder and lightning. It's raining, storming like a motherfucker.
That's just God washing away all that
Okay.
sin. Embrace it. He's just washing the sin away. Embrace it.
Oh, we take it in. Oh yeah, we definitely need it. I'm trying to get. I got some flowers I planted, Flo. You heard me? I'm trying to get them things to get some water. I was telling Jig before we started, my wife killing my flowers. You heard me?
I hear you. I hear you, Law. I hear you. Hey, you really want to sound like, please don't kill my vibe. That's
You
what it
heard
sounds
me?
like you want to
Hey, that was hard work. You heard me? I'm putting in some work
say.
out there. You heard me?
I hear you, Law. I hear you.
Yeah. So
Hey, G Money, I never
I
told you, but my
the
condolences to
question the
you,
question
and I said it. My heart goes to you. Hey, we family. So regardless of what, I'm your brother, you my brother. To the Lord takes us either one from each other. So your mother's gone to the essence. My mama's still here. So guess what? You still have another mama here, bro.
That's
It may
what's
not
up.
be your blood, mama,
absolutely.
but you still got another mama here, square.
That's what's up, bro.
I
That's
appreciate
genuine love right
I
there, bro.
appreciate
That
that. That's a
you know
lot.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. So the question that I had, and I kind of not kind of, but I gave Dirk the answer earlier. So Flo, this is gonna be a question for you and for everybody that's watching us right now. So
Dude,
there was a list that I looked ranking the countries of the world, and it's from 1 to 144, right? And it's the best places in the world, the best countries in the world to live. Where do you think America, the United States of America, ended up on that list? By all means, in the
I'm
chat, y'all can join in on this.
I'm
Say
I'm gonna
again.
say I'm gonna say lower 50 or lower 60 or higher 60. I mean, like, how it might even be less than that. It might even be more than that out of 100. And how many you say?
It's 100 and let me get back to it. Out of 144 countries.
I'm gonna say we're
144.
140th. I'm gonna give us 140th.
No, we didn't get 140th. We ain't get that low. Although
Uh,
personal
we're in the
experience.
hundreds. We're in the
What I say?
hundreds.
What I say, Jig?
Ah,
I
you
said
said,
75 first, and then I said, and then 100.
and then you said 100. You said 100. So if so for everybody that's still listening, if your hands are free, put it in the chat because we ain't gonna be on too much longer. We already at an hour, and my kids are getting restless. I got to spend time. But put in the chat what you think we scored on this list, or where you think we scored on this list for being the one of the best countries to live. And I'll give a pause for 3 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. We ranked 94th world. 90.
Look at Flo. He
I
said
was
what?
close. I said 100. I said 100 or something, but I knew he was low. I mean, I knew he was high out there. I knew he was high. We're not safe at all.
No,
Yeah, we ain't
That blew
safe.
my mind.
Yeah,
That
when
blew my
when
mind, bro.
shoot, you got men that are raping men. Goddamn it, these ain't no safe country.
we're not. We're ranked 94th. Now, when it comes to military might, we rank number one. We do that all day. Again, our GDP is actually hate. But as far as livability, comfortability, happiness, overall wellness and wholeness of life,
Mm.
we've already had 180 mass shootings this year. That's ridiculous.
Have you ever wondered how do so many foreigners get to come visit the U.S. but we can't never go visit they shit like the average people? Have you ever wondered that?
But no, it's not that I wondered. I started to understand why.
I mean, I understand why now, but yeah.
Yeah, we have fallen victim to a fictitious narrative that we were taught in grade school called American exceptionalism. That's what we were taught. We were taught American exceptionalism, and it's always been preached to us how great of a country we are, but we've never been able to compare that to anything else.
Mhm.
We haven't gone to see it.
Yeah.
But when you see it, and you have to do a compare and contrast, you quickly realize, oh no, we are not living right. We ain't
Not
living
at
right.
all. Not by far. Not at all.
So taking
I
like
left
trips.
my eye. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like taking trips to like which I was speaking about, like Jamaica and different places. Them was like my most humbling trips as well, because I
Thank
also got to
you.
see, because like you see, like man, it's like the man just being in a nice neighborhood and just turning left and the slums right there, but they ignore the slums. You see what I'm saying? So man, I got there, man. Like we was on the beach. We on the beach at the resort and stuff in Jamaica. Man, we seen the dude hop the fence, and we seen the patrol get on him so fast. And dude, like, bro, I'm just trying to make some money. You hear me? That's what I see back at home. You see what I'm saying? So here we are living this, you know what I'm saying, this grand island experience and all this, you know what I'm saying? But it was straight humbling, bro. We riding through that mug, and we seeing like 10 not 10 houses, you know what I'm saying? All the houses made of 10 and stuff and all that, you know what I'm saying? And like it was very humbling, you know what I'm saying?
Papa, it's the same way in the rural areas in Puerto Rico is like that. It's the same way.
Mexico,
Uh, yep, yep.
Juarez, I've been to
Warriors, Mexico, bro. So when I'm a very glad that you said humbling experience. So me, I had the opportunity to leave this behind, and I'm not a very big Bible person, but I do believe in the Word. When I say this, that The book says that it'll be harder for a rich man to enter the gates of heaven, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And I understood why, bro. We hold. I'm not rich at all, nowhere near, but I can just imagine how you think you're living now versus what you could be living somewhere else in a much more humbler situation, i.e., or I guess environment, excuse me, i.e., when I went to Jamaica, I saw the kids all walking on the side of the road. You know what they were doing? Looking for food. Not food in a bad way. Looking for the red crabs to cross the road and they picking it up and taking them home. And they doing their crab boils and stuff like that. Simple stuff. Even when I went to the resort and stayed. And most places I go to, people are waiting on a tip and XYZ. Over there in Jamaica, bro, no, man, hey, we just happy you here. Just happy you here, bro. They're not, I'm not saying all of them, but everything that I seen was more on a barter system too. You do this for me, I do this for you, bro.
Correct.
I love that mentality. That helps us bind. And when you start putting money together, that's when we start thinking we better.
Well, that's
than
what
the
my
next
uncle and
damn
my
person.
auntie used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying? My daddy and my auntie, you hear me? They bartered. You hear me? Like, I ain't got this today, but I got this. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can feed them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we grew up.
Now watch this. Let me interrupt you one last time, and this is something else that I've seen on the civilian portion of the world. Like, don't get me wrong, I come from the hood, but I've been gone a long time.
Yeah.
I know some of the catechism, some of the legist that I use or whatever, but I've come to realize that this truly is a dog eat dog world. When I tell you I've been letting friends go left and right, I have truly, praise God, been letting like long life friends. Because I'm like, this is not the way I live. This is not the way I move. I don't use people. I don't, bro, people are dirty. It's made me even like literally, when I say I thought I was going crazy, dirt. You've probably been in this for a while, so you're used to it. Me, hey, it's not playtime, bud. I'm sorry.
It's crazy. You a big dude with a little dog. I'm a little dude with a big dog. I got a cane Corso. He about 120 pounds. You heard me?
Nah, my body. I'm short. I do something I know I can whip his ass.
I ain't mean to cut you off, bro.
You good, but yeah, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. But keep going. Y'all go ahead back to it.
No, you was just talking about how you was gone from the hood for a while, you know, and Dirt still.
Yeah. So like I have friends that are close friends that go everywhere with me, and I just noticed like these friends can call you and you can go for them and drop them for them and drop of a dime, but when you call them same friends back, not even for no money, just to talk.
Just to talk.
Nothing gets reciprocated back the same, and it just started me realizing like, damn. I can do it when you need me to. When I need you, you can't. I got a call. So I just like you. I have to learn. Like you have to surround yourself with people that reciprocate the same things that you reciprocate out to them. And they not be monetarily, but just actually thinking about you, that hold you to the same standard that you would hold them to. And I'm telling you, when I tell you I'm cutting them loose because if you don't cut individuals like that loose, hell, I don't hang with faggots. So if I start keeping hanging with people like that, I'm going to end up just like fucking people like that. What, man? Shit, man, I told you. I'm not holding nothing back no more, bro. I'm not holding nothing back no more.
I'm laughing because we was watching, Maya and I was watching Boondocks, the last episode of the Boondocks. And I don't know if they was trying to make a record of using the word, but they was killing it. No, you grown, bro.
So Flo, testament to what you were saying, like what Jig, we was on before my beautiful auntie passed, we was already on like 4 funerals that month.
Yeah.
We was already on 4 funerals that month. We celebrated one funeral where it was 2 caskets in the same building. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's what, you know what I'm saying. So I heard y'all with y'all testament on safety going, especially going like other places and just feeling that. And then your testament, Flo, Well, we gotta have that thing on us everywhere we go. The stoplight ain't safe no more.
That's a stress. Like the amount of stress that we deal with in that type of situation on a daily is astronomical, and you don't even understand it. That's not natural to living. That's not supposed to be a part,
They say Europe, it's Western.
right? So
Where you want to move?
protecting yourself from an animal, from a predator, right? That's a natural instinct from a predator. But when we look at another person and we have to interact with that other person as if they are a possible predator, that's not natural.
What did I tell you, Glass? I said, well, right before, this is right before you guys had to bury your two family members at the same time. I specifically remember saying, I thought I was crazy. I said, because I let these white ladies, remember I said, let the white ladies leave out of the gym before me or whatever, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that way. Like, you ain't no damn better than me, but it takes them 1 second to say or scream and say some dumb shit.
And you done.
And girl, you as a black, like I said, I made it. I'm here. I'm stupid as hell if I stay here and jeopardize it. Like I said, when they killed that airman,
Bruh.
that's a damn disgrace. And I'm not mad, and Lord forgive me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it. Flo is unapologetic. The good book also said there's a time to kill also, and Samuel Jackson played in the movie called A Time to Kill. That man that took that damn daughter out, Lord forgive me, I don't believe in taking no children's lives. But damn it, it gotta stop somewhere. And I said this when my son graduated. Praise God.
Take your time, bro.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
If something ever happened to him, you ain't gotta worry about me going to court.
Fact.
Everybody.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
And that's a written law, I think it is.
I don't give a damn if it ain't a law.
No, I'm talking about, of course, fatherhood, motherhood. It's a written law. Like, hey, you can do anything to me, but my kids, look here, bro. Bro. We got a conversation.
We ain't got no conversation.
Conversation.
This conversation gonna be with
You on
whoever
the
he serves.
look at my wife. That's why I said motherhood. It's the same. It's the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that what you value. And going to our topic, looking forward, Jig. I don't know how people gonna value America going forward. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so this is what I'll leave it at personally. I love my country. Don't get me wrong. I love my country. I hope and I wish my country would do better, but we're not. And one thing's for sure is I'm never going to be where I'm not wanted. Never.
Yep.
And you ain't got to tell me a whole bunch of times. Once I understand it, I get it. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Get out of there. Circling back around and
I
bringing
thought it was in after that. It was in here.
We are okay with a felon running
Talk to us.
for the highest seat in the country. We're okay with that. Now, we had a million things to say about black men being locked up, and they're supposed to be locked up because they're felons, even though they're innocent. Look at the exoneration rate. Just take a look at it. But this
you legalized weed, and now weed is a lot of people done got off of weed. My bad, Jay. Go ahead.
No, that's facts though, cuz. And so At this point, it's become such a disrespect, a slap in the face, and it's become such a void of love, which is the absolute definition of hate, that I believe America at this point. I believe who America is, and I will take my leave, and I will pick up, and I will go. Those are actually my final thoughts. just throwing that out
How you just all right. Yeah. Y'all hated on my European getting away. My wife, she think Europe is the place to go. She
Now
loves
tell her to
Europe.
go where people look like her at. Fuck them other
It's
places. Fuck them caucus places.
Okay.
Germany loves it, though. I'm gonna say that.
Germany is fine. Germany is fine. Hell,
Germany
it's a
Germany is
whole bunch
another.
of blacks in Germany.
So
It's a
she
whole
took
bunch of blacks in Germany.
so Jig, you already know about her in Germany. So she did a whole little thing in Germany, and that's one of the places she resonated with. You know what I'm saying? So
Maya,
that's
Maya,
why.
when Maya and Candy were on that trip with her. As a matter of fact, here's something that's interesting to me. Russia came in ahead of the United States for places to live. Let
Yeah, they was like 40 something, wasn't they?
let me look at where Russia is.
I saw a different list. It was like the top 50.
I have to look for it. I've been my eye.
I think your screen stuck on that Pornhub screen, Glass, because you not in text.
I've been on this.
It's a celebration, bitch.
My eyes are working right.
This dude right here.
Russia beat us. Bulgaria beat us. Slovakia beat us. Hungary, Estonia, South Korea, Vietnam, Sweden, Oman, Italy, Latvia, Spain, Poland, Romania, Lithuania, all these countries, Uruguay, Cyprus, UAE, the United Emirates, Panama, France, China.
What was the number one, Jig?
Not America.
What was the number one? I just want to know. What was number one?
The number one place is Iceland.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I just saw something about that too on TikTok the other day, like the quality of living, the like people that live just as long there as they do in Jamaica. Like the average lifespan in Jamaica, I think they said is 110 years or something like that, just because of the way they live.
Really?
So
Yeah.
I'll read off the top. I'll read off the top 10. The top 10: Iceland, Ireland, which Maya and I are gonna go. Switzerland, Japan, Denmark, Austria, Singapore, Portugal, Slovenia, and New Zealand. Those are the top 10.
Austria?
Austria.
Not Australia, dirt. Austria.
I seen them goddamn bugs in motherfucking Australia.
Yeah, no.
If I can't take my thing,
Hey,
I ain't going.
everything in Australia can kill you, bro. That's the only place I'm not going scuba diving at. That's the only place I'm not going scuba diving at.
I am not.
And then
I ain't never went scuba.
Oh, well, it ain't regular black people shit. You gotta be a little bit different, man.
I'm swinging. I am that different.
All right.
fish.
All right.
Got Canada, the Czech Republic, Finland, Malaysia, Germany, Netherlands, Qatar, Norway, Croatia, Australia at number 2. Australia beat us.
At what number? 20?
Australia is number 20. Belgium, Taiwan, Kuwait, Mauritius, United Kingdom, Bulgaria, Slovakia, Hungary, Estonia, and then I'm at 30 for South Korea.
But you can stop there. We can stop there. The reason you can stop there, look at our infrastructure even versus theirs.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I was about to say.
Our shit is in the Stone Ages, bro. Our shit is in the Stone Ages here.
Yes.
Wow.
Bro, I can't remember. In Germany, it might be, I can't remember what country it was. I just saw this. You know how like we may be fixing underpasses and shit?
Yeah.
Bro, they have a machine, bro, where it don't stop the traffic. It makes an overpass for the damn traffic so that they can fix the shit under the damn shit, bro. Under the bridges and shit. Bro, we are far behind.
So far behind. We should have these 4 bullet trains.
I know
we should have
we behind.
4 bullet trains in America. and all of this is being stunted. Like the American,
It's greed. It's all for greed to work everything to the last penny is drawn out of it.
Wow.
even going to bury my mama, going to bury my mama. Fortunately, she had insurance, but it's a cold. Like you got to pay to die.
You gotta pay the
Look,
guy.
my family owns funeral homes. I've been telling you this, G.
Yeah, you have.
I've been telling you this. Nigga, I had a family member, they rented the casket, nigga, put one motherfucker in there 1 minute and use the other person in the next one, and then we burn their ass up right afterwards, bro. I'm dead serious.
Yeah. So my wife and them, they done bought plots. You know what I'm saying? They got plots set up already for like the mother next to the husband and all that thing.
Now watch this. I want you to be careful on that too. Even though we gone, when you gone, watch this. Remember who owns the plots. Actually, not the plots. Remember who owns the land. Bro, there's been many people, even though you gone, bro, they reusing them plots, digging your people up and putting somebody else in there, bro. Like, after so many years, when they think your family is gone and nobody else is there visiting.
Yep.
Bro, I'm dead serious. Like, so when you dead, you dead. It don't make sense to pay for a big ass funeral.
No, it don't make sense. But that's what I'm telling you. Or that's what I'm just telling you about the plot. That shit was already in the insurance. That shit was already paid for. Like what I'm saying, like I'm agreeing with you for it. Like
Be right back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have a repast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To celebrate Meet Earth.
Right. Right.
So yeah. I'm gonna get off here. I got to help my partner move tomorrow.
Man, you should have hired some of them illegals, man. Fuck that.
Man, we should have, because they got their own equipment. You heard me? They gonna pull up with their own cargo vans or
and the government gave them money already, so they'll take your money too. And you know they gonna get that money, man.
You ain't lying. That's why I like speaking to you. You always speak truth, bro.
You know what? I don't. G Money will tell you when we first met. I don't know no other way to be, but I've had nothing but great mentors. I couldn't tell you no bad mentor I've had.
Okay.
And one mentor that I had that I promise you, his name is and G Money, you know him. His name is Sergeant Major Will Pendleton. He was my ranger instructor for pre-ranger school, and I failed that shit like 5 times in a row. I'm never ashamed to say that. That's some hard ass shit. But when I tell you I mimicked him to the T, I even wore the same haircut he did. You hear me?
Okay.
That's how much of a man, no homo, that guy was. He didn't give a fuck what color you was. His wife is white, but he didn't play no games with nobody because his wife act just like us. She a nigga.
He resonated with just people.
Yes. Hey, G Money tell you I'm talking about Sergeant Major Pendleton.
Oh yeah.
That when I tell you that's my true mentor. That's the reason I'm so vocal. I was just when G Money first met me, he didn't know me, but I spoke my mind from day one. I didn't give a damn who you was, because what you gonna do to me? You can't kick me out. All you gonna do is send me to the next place.
That's it.
Right.
I learned that from Sergeant Major Pendleton when Sergeant Major Pendleton was an E7 and I was as you were. I learned that from him when he was an E5 as a pre-ranger instructor. Hey, he didn't play no games, bro. And still, even though he retired, still don't play. He one person out. You say something, shit, that back fuck up. I don't play with that one. That's one person I never play with. And I just been mimicking him today. So when people be like, damn, no, that ain't the one, I learned that shit from him. I don't play no games. I don't repeat myself to adults.
I know that's right. Fellas, we was able to hang out. It's been a fellas night.
Hey man.
I dig it. But I gotta get my little ones in position. I gotta give them some guidance and some mentorship real quick. It's that time.
Understood. Hey, G Money, I'm gonna let y'all go. But remember, I'm gonna be in Evansville on the 4th. If you want to bring the family down, bro, we barbecue. We got a big thing in Evansville on the 4th of July, bro.
Straight up?
I told you, boy. I'm the one supposed to read, not you. You supposed to remember this. I told you this last time, that boy.
No, I'm sorry, Flo, but we coming up to mess with Jig on the 4th.
So
Nigga, if he could come, you could come.
Evansville ain't too far away from where I live.
All right, say no more. I'm bringing the fam up. Me and my fam coming up to mess
Look,
with.
my mama is a hoarder of many foods. You feel me? She got 4, 5 deep freezers, praise God, in the damn basement. And at my other brother house with all the pig feet, all the breastises, all the fries, everything that you want. I'm dead serious, bro. We get down.
Okay.
Look, my family got restaurants and funeral homes, nigga. Oh shit. We good.
Well, we coming up to mess with Jig, so he set it up. We'll come mess with you. We pop fireworks though. We don't know how y'all community is. We from the south side. You know what I'm saying? We
Nigga,
like
everybody in Evansville from Chicago and Mississippi, nigga.
I already know.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? And we can do a podcast on the 4th if y'all want to. If G Money said we do it right there.
We go live.
You don't. We definitely going live.
Hey, because I'm gonna have a camper with me. We can do it in from the camper.
Chill it then. We'll get offline and talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll set up for show. That's gonna be super.
Hey,
Super
God
dope.
works. It ain't mysterious ways. Ain't nothing he do a coincidence. Watch how this works.
Right. That's gonna be super dope. I'm excited about that.
I'm coming to mess with Jig on the 4th. I can tell you that, Flo.
If I still got air in my lungs, I'm there, bro. And y'all invited.
Say no more.
Bet.
Damn it, I gotta get off. I'm drinking ashes and shit.
Hello? Goddamn. That was final thought. We're thinking drinking ass. Hey, thank y'all. Glad to be back. Thanks for hopping on, Flo. Nothing like family. There's nothing like family. There's nothing like family. There is nothing like family. And I hope everybody remembers that. There's nothing like family. Like love. People that you can call your family. Nothing like it. So be kind to your family, y'all. Be kind to your family. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them. So with that being said, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and
good night.
Night.
I thought you were about to punch.